Well, hello everyone again. This is Tim from Cleveland Baseball Fan 879, and this is game number 150 of the 2007 Cleveland Indians Stratomatic Mostly Advanced Replay. The Indians are hosting the Detroit Tigers. The Indians come into the game 73 and 76 and have a two-game lead in the American League Central. The Tigers come into the game at 69 and 81. In real life, this was definitely a series that the Tigers won games, they would get closer, but if not, the Indians would take the stranglehold on the division, and, well, that's exactly what they did with in real life, a three-game sweep of the Tigers. But we'll see what happens here. The pitching matchup today is for the Rangers, the gambler, Kenny Rogers, and for the Indians, Paul Byrd, who is not having a great replay, but had a very good season. On the replay, 5-10, 146 innings pitched, 76 earned runs, 23 walks, 69 strikeouts, and a 4.68 ERA. On the real season, he was 15-6 with 174 in the third innings pitched, 84 earned runs allowed, 25 walks, 83 strikeouts, and a 4.34 ERA. All right, we'll go ahead and give you the lineup for the Tigers. Leading off and playing center field, the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson. Batting second, Placido Polanco playing second base. Batting third, the designated hitter, Gary Sheffield. Cleaning up and playing right field, Maglio Ordonez. Batting fifth and playing first base is Carlos Guillen. Batting sixth, the catcher, Ivan Pudge Rodriguez. Batting seventh, the former Met and playing left field, Timo Perez. Batting eighth, and what was a base coach at one time for the Tigers, Ramon Santiago. And batting ninth, I believe the former manager for the Tigers, Brandon Inge. Defensively for the Indians, from left to right, it's Kenny Lofton in left, Grady Sizemore in center, and Jason Michaels in right. In the infield, Casey Blake at third, Johnny Peralta at short, as Drupal Cabrera at second, and Victor Martinez at first, with Kelly Shopik behind the plate. Pitching, Paul Byrd. All right, and here's the pitch to Curtis Granderson. And a 6-5 is a shortstop X8 is just out of range for Peralta. He will need a 7-11 to make the play. And there's your 9, so good play by Peralta. And that retires Granderson. Want to keep him off the base pass as much as possible. Here's Placido Polanco. And a 1-3. That's the part you want to keep out of. Ground ball back to the mound. And Byrd will make the play to retire Polanco. 2 down. Here's Gary Sheffield. 6-6 against a righty. That's a line drive right to Peralta at short. And a 1-2-3 inning for the Tigers. Here in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. Tigers nothing, and the Indians coming to bat. In real life, this was a 12-inning game that the Indians won. I think I just started really getting into the season at this point. I know, really late, but yeah. All right, we'll get you Grady Sizemore stats here. Grady comes into the game batting 250. Sorry, not 254. That's another batter. Grady's doing much better than that. Grady is hitting 270 with 15 homers and 60 RBIs. And there's the pitch to Grady. Lefty-lefty matchup. And he draws a walk. And here's Drupal Cabrera. Sizemore is being held on, but Pudge Rodriguez still has great arm. He'd be 1-10 to try to steal. And we won't try that. Yeah, you know what? Maybe with 2 outs, we'll try to get him into the scoring position. All right, here's Drupal Cabrera. 4-7. Oh, against the left. Oh, batting right-handed. Okay, that works in the favor. That's a 1 to 19 single chance. That's an 18. It just gets by the third baseman, Inge. And to second goes Grady Sizemore. And the Indians had the first two on for Travis Hafner. Cabrera came into the game batting .230 with 2 homers and 5 RBIs. Travis Hafner comes into the game, .239 average, 30 home runs, 89 RBIs. And here's the pitch to Hafner. 2-8, and that's a ground ball to second. Polanco over to Santiago onto Guillen. Double play. Going to third is Sizemore, but there are 2 outs. All right, brings up Victor Martinez. Victor, .310 average, 33 homers, and 109 RBIs. .26 ground ball back to the mound. And Rogers will retire Martinez, and that retires the side. The Indians leave a runner on 1 hit and a walk, but do not score. And we go to the top of the second. The Tigers nothing and the Indians nothing. And Ordonez, Guillen, and Rodriguez due up for the Tigers in the second inning. Maglia, of course, former Chicago White Sox. On the real season, batted .363 with 28 homers and 139 RBIs. I want to say he was at least top 3 in the MVP voting. Of course, I believe Alex Rodriguez won the real MVP. And here's Ordonez. 6-11, swing and a miss, strike 3. So, first strikeout for Ordonez. And here's Carlos Guillen. Of course, part of the Randy Johnson trade that sent Johnson to Houston and from the Mariners. All right, here's Guillen. And a 4-7 switch hitter batting left-handed. That's ripped into center field, base hit. So first hit of the day for Tigers. And they will hold Guillen on. Here's Pudge Rodriguez. And here's a pitch to Rodriguez. 6-6 and a line drive to the shortstop. And he will make the catch. And that brings on Timo Perez. And that's only a short time with the timeout. Okay, well, I guess he only did play with, he played in only 29 games with the Tigers in this season. So they will, against a righty, Actually, they're going to send Guillen and see if they can get him into scoring position. They're holding him on, so make him a 1 to 10. As Martinez does not reduce, actually, no, it would be 1 to 9. No, they won't send him. Shopik reduces the run rating by 1. So 1 to 9, no, they will hold him on and he will not go anywhere. Here's Perez. 4-6. And that's it. Good thing they didn't try to steal. That's a base hit. And going to third is Guillen. And up comes Ramon Santiago. And here's the pitch to Santiago. And that's a foul ball. We'll do it again. And once again, hitting that 4-7 roll, that's a base hit. And scoring from third is Guillen. Moving to third is Perez. And the Tigers get out to a 1-0 lead. Brandon Inge now up. (6-2), and that's a fly ball to center. And Sizemore will make the catch, and that will retire the side. But the Tigers do get out to an early 1-0 lead. And we go to the bottom of the second. Peralta, Michaels, and Lofton do up for the Indians here in the second. And Johnny Peralta on the season. .248 average, 22 homers, 71 RBIs. And that's to the center fielder, Granderson. 2 and a 6, as long as it's in range, should be okay. And it is. So Granderson tracks down the Peralta fly ball, and there's one away for Jason Michaels. Okay, Michaels on the season, .234 average, 6 homers, 32 RBIs. Mainly playing against left-handed pitching. Here's the pitch to Michaels. And he has normal power, so that ball is driven to deep left field. Going back to the warning track, to the wall is Perez, and that ball is out of here. 1 to 15 home run chance, the 9 passes. And so the Indians come right back and tie up the game. Home run number 7 and RBI number 33 for Michaels. And here's Kenny Lofton as a member of the Indians, batting .328 with 2 homers and 18 RBIs. .24 against the lefty, ground ball back to the box, and Rogers will throw out Lofton 2 away. And here's Casey Blake. Blake on the season, .254 average, 18 homers, 69 RBIs. .26, and against the lefty, that's really good, and that'll be in for a double as it bounces off the wall. That is Casey's 30th double. And that brings up Kelly Shopik. Shopik batting .183 with 8 homers and 19 RBIs. And a 4-5 against the righty, ground ball to short, and that will retire the side. So the Indians get the run back on the Michaels homer, and we go to the top of the third, 1-1. And due up for the Tigers' top of the order, Granderson, Polanco, and Sheffield. Granderson grounded to short his first time up. Here's pitch Granderson. And a 1-9. And against a righty that splits the gap, and Granderson will run all the way to third with a triple. Probably helped a little bit with Comerica Park. He did hit 23 triples on the season. Wow. So the Indians will bring the infield in. They're trying to cut off a run here. here's Placido Polanco, a great contact hitter himself. Here's the pitch to Polanco. 5-6. That won't matter. That's a fly ball to center field. Back a few steps in front of the warning track is Sizemore. He'll make the catch, but easily scoring from third is Granderson. And the Tigers retake the lead 2-1. And here's Gary Sheffield. 0 for 1 lined out to short his first time up. 3-10, fly ball to right, and Michaels will put it away. 2 down for Maglio Ordonez. .512, first base X on a 12 is not good. Probably better to get into Martinez's error range. He's a 4 range, but only a 7 error. So a 12 is out of range, so a 7 error means he needs a 6 through 11. And there's your 6. So nice diving stop for Martinez. Underhands it to Byrd covering, and that will retire the side. The Tigers get the lead back, and going to the bottom of the third, lead 2-1. And back to the top of the order themselves, Sizemore, Cabrera, and Hafner. Sizemore walked his first time up. .311, and that ball is ripped deep to left field. Perez looks up and gone. So the Indians using the long ball tonight. First Michaels, and now Grady Sizemore, 1-12 home run chance. That's a 5. So Sizemore with his 16th homer and 61st RBI, and once again we are tied. And here's Asdrubal Cabrera, singled his first time up. 2-10 against the lefty, and that ball is driven to deep left field. Well, this is Granderson going back to the warning track to the wall, and that ball's out of here. 1-17, that's an 8. Back-to-back home runs give the Indians a 3-2 lead. And here's Travis Hafner. Can he make it 3 in a row? No, that ball is grounded to second. Polanco throws out Hafner 1 away as the Jacobs Field crowd takes a deep breath. And here's Victor Martinez, grounded out his first time up. 3-7, ground ball to short. And that's taken care of by Santiago, 2 away. Here's Johnny Peralta. He flied out his first time up. And a 6-7 against a righty. Oh, against a righty, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout for Kenny Rogers, and that will retire the side, but the Indians on back-to-back homers take a 3-2 lead. And do it for the Tigers, Guillen Rodriguez and Timo Perez. And here's Guillen. Uh, 6'11", switch hitter, betting left-handed. Line drive right to the shortstop Peralta, 1 down. And here's Ivan Rodriguez. 5-6 against the righty. Fly ball to center. Going back a few steps as Sizemore corrals it 2 down. Timo Perez singled his last time up. 3-9 and found the hole in the 3 column. Fly ball to right. Michaels puts it away, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Tigers here in the 4th. Go to the bottom half of the 4th. Indians lead 3-2. Michaels, Lofton, and Blake do up for the Indians here in the bottom of the 4th. Michaels homered his last time up, one of 3 Indians homers today so far. Okay, and here's the pitch to Michaels. 2-4 against the lefty, pops it up behind home plate, and Rodriguez will make the catch, 1 away. And here's Kenny Lofton. 1-7 against the lefty, ground ball to short, 2 away. Here's Casey Blake. 6-5. And that ball is off the top of the wall and it gets away from Granderson and into third with a triple is Casey Blake. Oh, he just missed a home run. So Blake with a double and a triple. He did hit 4 triples in real life, so that's at least a semi-accurate result. Here's Kelly Shopik to try to extend the Indians' lead. Two 5 swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Indians strand a runner on third without allowing a run, and without getting a run, I should say. And going to the top of the 5th, Indians 3, Tigers 2. And Byrd will face Santiago, Inge, and Granderson. And here's the pitch to Santiago. 3-10, fly ball to left. Lofton under it. 1 away. And here's Brandon Inge. 0 for 1 himself. 5-7. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. 2 down, and that's a second strikeout for Byrd. Here's Curtis Granderson, tripled his last time up. 4-11 against the lefty. That's popped up first base side. Victor Martinez calls for it and makes the catch, and that will retire the side. We're to the bottom of the 5th. Indians lead 3-2. And due up for the Indians, top of the order again, Sizemore, Cabrera, and Hafner. As we go through the third time through the lineup. And here's the pitch to Sizemore. Homered his last time up. .611 against the lefty, ground ball to first. And Bien takes it to the bag himself. 1 down. Here's Asdrubal Cabrera, also homered his last time up. 2-6. And that's past the diving third baseman Inge. It goes down into the corner. And into second with a double is Asdrubal Cabrera. 3 for 3 and is a triple shy of the cycle. And here is Travis Hafner, 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. Here's the pitch to Hafner. 2-3, and he draws a walk. That is Hafner's 71st walk drawn this year. Brings up Victor Martinez, and the Tigers are getting bullpen action. Zach Miner is loosening in the pen. And here's the pitch to Victor Martinez. 2 groundouts himself in 2 appearances. And that's a foul ball. We'll do it again. And timeout. I'm going to fix the camera here. Okay. And here's the pitch to Victor. 1-9. Oh, at least against the lefty, it's not a double play ball. It's just a pop up to the shortstop. 2 away. And it's up to Johnny Peralta to try to extend the Indians' lead. And here's the pitch to Johnny. 4-12. And that's a fly ball to left. And that will retire the side. Indians strand 2 on a walk and a hit, but do not score. And we go to the top of the 6th. Start of the point of weakness for both teams' pitchers. Polanco, Sheffield, and Ordonez to start the top of the 6th. As Byrd has faced 19 batters through 5 innings, so it's somewhat efficient. All right, here is Polanco. And that's a base hit. That's not the column you want to be in for Polanco. They will hold on. Let me see. 1 to 10, 50-50. They are going to not hold him on as a C stealer. They will let him try to decide if he wants to go 50-50. Here's Gary Sheffield. Here's the pitch to Sheffield. And that ball is driven deep to left center field. And that ball is out of here. Two-run homer for Sheffield. And the Tigers have a 4-3 lead. And the Indians will get bullpen action. Jensen Lewis is loosening in the pen. And here's Maglio Ordonez. 4-9. Left him in for one batter too many. Although this would not have been and that ball is driven deep to left field, back to the warning track, to the wall is Lofton, and back-to-back jacks for the Tigers as Ordonez goes deep. And that will be all for Paul Byrd. And we will bring on Jensen Lewis as the Tigers have put up the 3 spot here and lead 5-3. Jensen Lewis on the season. Two wins, no losses, 24 innings pitched, 7 earned runs allowed, 6 walks, 19 strikeouts, and a 2.63 ERA. All right, here's the pitch to Guillen. And that's a fly ball to left. 1 away. Here's Pudge Rodriguez. Three ground ball to first. Martinez takes it to the bag himself. 2 down. There's Timo Perez. .211 against a righty, and that's into center field for a base hit. So single for Timo Perez. Here's Ramon Santiago, 7th man to bat in the inning. Now here's the pitch to Santiago. 3-8 fly ball to center, and Sizemore will track it down, and that will retire the side. But the Tigers put up 3 runs here in the inning and lead 5-3. And the Rogers will at least start the bottom of the 6th. Well, he probably will get pulled the first time in trouble. As he will face Michaels, Lofton, and Blake. And here's Michaels. A homer and a pop-out. 1-6, and there's a base hit to left field. And I don't think they're going to waste any more time. Zach Miner will come into the game. And Miner will face Kenny Lofton here as he comes into the game and finishes his warm-up tosses. Timeout. All right, here's Zach Miner to face Kenny Lofton. Okay. And 6-8 against the lefty. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And here's Casey Blake. Blake is 2 for 3, a double and a triple. Six. And there's a base hit to center field. Michaels not being held on makes him a 15. The center field Granderson a +1. The run really doesn't mean anything, but we're going to try to get him over to third. So 1-16 for Michaels. And there's a 9, so he is safe. So first to third goes Michaels. There's Kelly Shopik. One 7 swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 down. Back to the top of the order, Grady Sizemore. To 6. And against a righty, he hit him. So bases are loaded for Whereas Drupal Cabrera, who is a triple shy of the cycle, one seven won't happen, but that's a bases loaded walk. In to score comes Michaels. And it is a 5-4 ball game. And against, I think it's a little too early to call on Zumaya. We'll go lefty here. We'll go Bobby Say to come out of the bullpen. And Bobby Say will come in. Indians trailing 5-4. And here's the pitch to Travis Hafner. 0 for 2 with a walk. 2-10. Ground ball to second. Over to first, and that will retire the side. Indians get a run closer and trail 5-4 going to the top of the 7th. And we'll have Jensen Lewis stay in the game. We got righty, lefty, righty, switch. All right, so Lewis will stay in the game. Try to get 2 innings out of him. And here's the pitch to Brandon Inge. 6-9, swing and a miss, strike 3. Here's Curtis Granderson. Granderson, 1 for 3 with a triple. And that's a foul ball. And timeout while I find, oh, here it is. Okay. And here's a pitch to Granderson. And that ball is over the head of Sizemore and holding him to a double. And 1-out double for Curtis Granderson. Here's Placido Polanco. Yeah, I'm not walking Polanco to get to Sheffield. Here's the pitch to Polanco. .511 right field X. That is for Michaels. A 10 is out of range, but he is an E2. And Michaels will 4-10 or 12. 9, and so that will retire Polanco. Now, Granderson can go to third. Starts at a 16, gets a +2, makes him an 18. Michaels has a 0 arm, so on a 1-18 he moves, 19 he holds, and 20 he is out. And 18, and he is safe just ahead of the throw. And here's Gary Sheffield. .58 swing and a miss, strike 3. Stretch time here at Jacobs Field. Indians trail 5-4. And let's see, the let her keep Zumaya until the 8th. So Jason Grilly will come on to pitch for the Tigers. we finish out at the old ball game. All right, Martinez, Peralta, and we make it a pinch hitter for Michaels here. Well, he's had a good little game. All right, here's Victor Martinez. For 7, and against the lefty, that's ball 4. And here's Johnny Peralta. 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Three. And against a righty, that's a ground ball to third. Inge to Polanco. Over to Guillen. Double play. Just what the doctor ordered, if you're a Tigers fan. And with 2 outs and nobody on, and now right-handed pitching, they will call back Jason Michaels and bring in Franklin Gutierrez to pinch hit and play right field. All right, and Franklin on the season. .272 average, 20 homers, 49 RBIs. And here's the pitch to Franklin. 110, swing and a miss, strike 3. And Joel Zumaya will be loosening in the pen to come out for the 8th. And the Indians will need a new pitcher, as Jensen Lewis has pitched 2 fantastic innings. Yeah, righty, switchy, righty, lefty. Go with Tom Mastny. I know we've already used him more than he should have been, but that's my bad. All right, so Tom Mastny on the season. (3-2) record, 63 2/3 innings pitched, 38 earned runs, 26 walks, 47 strikeouts, and a 5.37 ERA. He will face Maglio Ordonez, Carlos Guillen, and Ivan Rodriguez. Ordonez homered his last time up, 1 for 3 on the day. 4-3 to the right fielder. And wouldn't you know, when you could get a defensive replacement, they hit it right to him. And a 6 is in range. And if I hadn't made the switch, that would have dropped in for a single. But because Gutierrez is now playing right field and he's a 1, that is an out. So nice play by Franklin Gutierrez. 1 away. And here is Carlos Guillen. 1 for 3 with a run scored. 4-12. Switch hitter batting left-handed. And that's a fly ball to deep right field. Gutierrez, just in front of the warning track, makes the play. 2 down against the righty. That would have been a home run chance and would have passed. Here's Pudge Rodriguez. Joel Zumaya loosening in the pen. He will try to hold the Indians off in the bottom of the 8th. 3-4. Ground ball to third. And that will retire the top side. So Mastny pitches a scoreless 8th. And we'll get... the Indians will get a new pitcher here for Mastny. Go to the top of the bottom of the eighth, sorry, excuse me. Tigers 5, Indians 4, Joel Zumaya coming out. He'll face Kenny Lofton, Casey Blake, and maybe Kelly Shopik. All right, here's Kenny Lofton to face Zumaya. Was a house of fire to start out his career, and then arm issues derailed his career. A very short career. Here's Lofton. 2-4 against a righty. Popped him up. Second baseman Polanco is there. 1 away. Here's Casey Blake. 5-4 to the center fielder Granderson. That is out of range. 12, yes. He is an E6. A 6-10 will retire Casey Blake. And there's your 6. So Blake is retired, 2 down. No, they're not going to they're going to keep Martinez at first base, give him a kind of maintenance day. Here's Kelly Shopik. 2-5. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will retire the size. Shopik gets the hat trick. We go to the 9th. Indians lead Indians trail 5-4, I should say. And coming out is, we'll let Rafael Perez come out to try to maybe help out a little bit. He's been struggling a little bit lately, but they have faith in him. Rafael Perez on the season. 0-1, 54 innings pitched, 22 earned runs allowed, 11 walks, 57 strikeouts, and a 3.67 ERA. Did not pitch the last game. All right. And the Tigers will get a pinch hitter for Timo Perez. Try to get a better outfielder out there. Well, Cameron Maben will pinch hit for... Actually, not against the lefty, sorry. He knows he does poorly against lefties. They'll have Sean Casey come out and pinch hit. Perez did go 2 for 3 today, but they went better defensively out there. So... Still lefty-lefty, but he hits lefties a lot better if it comes off of his card. All right, here's the pitch to Sean Casey, the mayor, former Cleveland Indian himself. 6-9, swing and a miss, strike 3. And Cameron Maben will come into the game and play left field. So... Okay. And brings up Ramon Santiago. He will be... Actually, no, we'll leave him in the game since they are actually leading. Yeah. They could bring in Infante, but he's the worst, way worse range. So Ramon Santiago will stay in the game. Todd Jones is loosening in the pen for the Tigers. 6-8. And that's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Brandon Inge. For 7 against a righty, swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Perez shuts him down 1-2-3 here in the 9th. Will there be any bottom of the 9th inning magic for the Indians as Todd Jones comes into the game? And he will face the top of the order, Sizemore, Cabrera, and Hafner. Zumaya does his job, and now it's up to Todd Jones. Actually, no, Sizemore due up. So Sizemore, Cabrera, and Hafner. Okay. And here's the pitch to Sizemore. 5-7 against the lefty, ground ball to second. Polanco, 1 away. And here is Asdrubal Cabrera still looking for that triple to get for the cycle. For 8, draws a walk. So on base percentage is fantastic as Cabrera's reached all 5 times at the plate. 2 walks, a single, a double, and a homer. And here's Travis Hafner, 0 for 3 with a walk. Six, 3. And wouldn't you know, happens again as Cameron Maben will make this play. Let's see if he 2. Yeah, 4 outfielder wouldn't have made it, but a 2 outfielder does. And that's a shallow fly ball, so that will retire Hafner 2 away. Here's Victor Martinez, 0 for 3 with a walk himself. Fans on their feet. 6-3 and a 16 for the left fielder. Maben will make the catch, and that's your ball game. Indians lose this one 5-4. And I'll be right back with the line score right after this. All right, so the Indians lose this one 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Tigers. 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Indians. The winning pitcher is Zach Miner, as he pitched the bottom of the 5th inning, or actually, let's see, 6th inning. No, actually, that's going to be Kenny Rogers, as he did pitch the bottom of the 5th while they were still winning. Actually, hold on. It's been 5-4. His run made it 5-4, so he'd still be the winning pitcher. Todd Jones will get the save, and Paul Byrd is your losing pitcher. So he will go to 5-11. Hard luck loser. All right, and we'll get ready for hyper-fast scoring in just a second. Okay, so the Minnesota Twins are facing the Texas Rangers today. And the dice will be read in red, blue, and this green-colored order. They are hosting them. Minnesota needs a 5-3-2 or less in order to cut the deficit to 1 game. And they do, 3-4-2. So the Indians will have a 1-game lead at the end of play on this is September 17th. All right, we'll stay in the American League. We'll go to the American League East. The Boston Red Sox have a 5.5 game lead on the New York Yankees and a 6.5 game lead on the Toronto Blue Jays. Magic number for the Red Sox is 8. The Red Sox are hosting going to Toronto to face the Blue Jays. And essentially the Red Sox will need the first two numbers to be 6 to have any chance. Oh, they got the first one to be a 6, but not... Wait a minute. Yeah, 6-5-3. So they put up a good fight, but Toronto will say they'll walk this one off. And they will get the victory. It's also big because the Toronto Blue Jays are a game back of the Yankees for the wild card. And the Yankees might have they're playing the Baltimore Orioles. They need a 5-1-6 or less to keep the wild card lead. No, 6-3-4. And so we have a tie for the American League wild card between the Blue Jays and the Yankees. And we'll stay in the American League, finishing off Seattle and Oakland. This is pretty much a last chance saloon for the Mariners. They will need a sweep. The Mariners are 5.5 back. The A's come into the game with an 80-71 record. The Mariners 500 at 74-74. Mariners need a 2-3-1 or higher to cut the deficit. No, 1-1-5. So that might be curtains for the Mariners' chances. You never know. So their magic number is now 7 for the division. All right, we'll go over to the National League. And start with the New York Mets, who have a 7.5 game lead on the Atlanta Braves. They are they are going to DC to face the Nationals. Need a 5-2-4 or higher to get the victory. 5-4-2, and the dice are doing better to them than their real season. That's a victory. Like I said, they only went 5-11 down the stretch. But that one helps. Their magic number was 7. Now it's 6. Can it get down to 5? The Atlanta Braves are hosting the Florida Marlins. They are tied with the wild card with the Cincinnati Reds. 4-5-1 or less. No, 5-6-4. The Mets' magic number is, it was 7, now it's 5. Let's go to Cincinnati. They are facing the Cubs. Battle of first and second place teams. With a Cubs victory, they can win the division. 5-4-3 or less will clinch the division. And there it is, folks. Your first entrant into the 2007 Major League Baseball postseason, or simulation postseason, is the Chicago Cubs as they pour out onto the field, giving them a 92-59 record with the Reds 78-72. So congratulations to the Chicago Cubs, your first entrant into the postseason. I will mark them in a certain color, because in real life they did win the division, but not this handily. All right, so now I will not be playing any more. I'll play the rest of that series on hyperfast scoring, because with the Braves loss and the Reds loss, the Reds are still a game out of the wild card, which will now be their only path into the postseason. And that will be it for hyperfast scoring. I've decided to leave a few teams off. I'll give the rest of the standings in the National League. In the NL West, the Dodgers have a 10-game lead over the Colorado Rockies. Their magic number is 4. And the Dodgers are not playing tonight. I do not believe. No, they have the day off. The Rockies have the day off. So we'll get to them in a little bit. The National League wild card goes as follows. The Braves and Reds are tied at 78 and 71. The Rockies are 2 games back at 76 and 73. And those are the 3 teams I will be focusing on from now on unless somebody else gets closer. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. I know it's a bit of a lengthy video, but thank you for sticking with me. Leave a like. Please leave any comments you'd like. If you have any questions or just generally want to leave a comment, please do so. And if not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell and put on all notifications to subscribe. All right, everybody. Until next time, the Indians and the Tigers will face off again. It will be Justin Verlander against Jake Westbrook as the Indians now fall to a 1-game lead here in the division. Have a good night, everybody.